After 9 rounds of Swiss, I have your top 8 duelists. In first place, Kevin Rodriguez. In second place.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Coder, and you'll notice my voice is a little rough today. I had a fantastic day, an amazing experience. Ryan's behind the camera smiling right now. He's like, I'm so proud of my boy.
I am.
I went to the Toronto Regionals with my favorite pet deck, and I got first place. I went 8-1. It was a 9-round regional, 250, 260 something players, something like that. And I went 8-1. I only lost in round 8, and fortunately for me, the person who beat me in round 8 was the only undefeated by round 9, and he lost his round 9 because the tiebreakers, the way that the cards fell, I ended up getting first place. So I was talking all day. I lost my voice. We just got back from dinner, and I'm going to show you guys the deck that I played. I'm really proud of it. It's made me very happy. I've been feeling very emotional since the win because I haven't won a regional since 2019. So it's been 6 or 7 years now. 6 or 7 years. So let's get into the deck profile and show you guys, because I played Artmage K9, which it's my baby. I love it so much. So I was playing 2 copies of the Medes, the Pure. The reason I don't play 3 is because in the K9 build, you basically want to search this. You don't want to play too heavy of an Artmage engine, because if you do, it doesn't do a whole lot. A lot of the cards are very highly searchable, so you get to play a smaller engine that you can mix with the K9 cards to create a more powerful end board. So I'm playing 2 Medius, and alongside him, the 2 copies of the Owl, which you summon or add off the Medius. The Owl you need to play 2. A lot of people have been saying play 1. I think it is absolutely necessary to play 2. I always feel like the second one comes up very often. So if you ask me, the 2 is absolutely necessary. Then for the other Artmage names, I'm playing only the 1 Littera, I'm playing 2 Graph Lair, and 1 of the Finmel. The reason I'm playing the 2 Graph Lair is because Graph Lair is the one that if you pair Graph Lair with an Artmage spell, like the continuous one, so like the continuous spell that searches Medius or the field spell, this one actually gets you to a combo, and it's a level 5, which is really important. You'll notice the 5 stars on that bad boy. The 5 stars is really important because you're playing a K9 engine, you want to make rank 5s, you want to play level 5s, so the level 5 on this is super, super, super important. And then obviously the Littera and the Finmel, you only need to play 1. Some people have been bumping either one of these to 2. I think before we get the new non-finito fusion in Burst of Duelist, whatever, I don't know what the set's called. But when we get the non-finito in the next set, then you consider bumping up the Finmel. And Littera, I'm going to do the Triff thing. If you're good, you only need 1. Like, honestly, if you play well, you will never, ever, ever need a second. You're always able to recycle with the first. So, I mean, the more you practice with the deck, the more you'll be able to do that. Then, for the Artmage spells and traps, I'm playing 3 copies of the field spell and 3 of the alteration to basically, this places the field directly from deck, or if you have the field spell as any Artmage card. These are the cards that you want to be drawing, because if you've seen deck profiles of mine in the past for this deck, I was playing the River Stormer with the Planet Pathfinder. I've cut that engine, and I'm now on Saryuja. So these are maxed because these are the cards you want to draw off the Saryuja in order to basically bridge your K9 engine into your Artmage engine. Then for the rest of the spells and traps, I am playing 1 copy of the Fusion spell, 1 copy of the Continuous that searches Medius, and 1 copy of the Awakening. Post the new set, you're going to be playing more of this because this is going to become the only 1-card combo in the entire deck, which is going to be really cool. But until then, this is just a card that I'm using to set off the Graph Lair the singular time. You only ever need to search 1 Medius because after that it's engrave. You can recycle it, all that good stuff. So this card only need 1. The Fusion spell is necessary because you need targets in the deck to search off your Owl, because the Owl is only able to search for an Artmage spell trap that isn't already engraved, so playing a diversity of them is very important. So while the Fusion spell isn't super necessary, nor is it on all the end boards, if you draw it, you're able to make some good fusions, so it's one of the better ones. Like, don't even bother playing Pedigree or whatever the other, I don't even know what the Italy spell and the Monster Reborn trap, they're all bad, they're awful. And then Artmage Awakening, very strong card. Both the on-field effect and the grave effect are good. But if you're learning how to combo with this deck, very important with this. I will preface this, and it needs to be lodged in your head. you end with this in your grave. I know the on-field effect reads really good. The grave effect is better and more important. End with this in your graveyard unless you got stopped and don't have access to all your resources on board. Pass with this in grave. The pop is so important. Like being able to... Today I got Dark Rulered and I won because I had the extra pop from the grave. I wouldn't have been able to do that if I didn't put that in the grave. So genuinely, that card is insane. If you put it in grave, put it in the grave. That's it for all the Artmage stuff in the main deck. Then for the K9 stuff, this is super standard. It's 3 copies of Jokul, 3 copies of Izuna, and this one's new. I'm playing 3 copies of the Noroi. Shout out to Griffin for loaning me these 2. I only had one. I had the Starlight. So the Noroi is a new addition, and this is the main primary reason why I cut the Planet Pathfinder and the River Stormer, because this is now using your normal summon, and I know you can do stuff with the Platinum Gadget or whatever. I don't like the Platinum Gadget. I think there's not enough space in the extra deck or whatever to make it work well. But the big thing with the Noroi is that this card lets you play into Droll and Lockbird so much better. And the 2 cards that typically kill this deck, Droll and Nib. And while I know that a lot of people have been like cutting Droll or playing less Droll, I didn't get Drolled as often today, and I think that a big factor for that was that the Noroi was able to basically give me that defenses, because you can 1-card combo Noroi into a Saryuja with a Ripper on board. So 1 Noroi gets you to a Ripper to protect you from Droll, from Nib, and then you can also make the Saryuja while keeping the Ripper, and the Saryuja will search your Artmage engine, because you're just going to draw into it. Drawing 4 cards, you're going to draw into it. Then to round out the K9s, you play the 1 Lupus, you play the 1 Lantern. These are absolutely necessary, and I'm only playing 2 case for K9. The list is 41. Initially, I was playing 42 with 3 case, but I decided I want to get it closer to 40 and not have a bunch of redundant hands, so I decided to cut this down to 2, and I liked it a lot, specifically because you also play the Quick Play spell to search off the Lantern, so it's fine, but you ideally don't want to draw multiple of this. It's not that bad because the Artmage field spell can pitch it, but in general, you don't want to draw multiple of this. This felt perfectly fine all day. I absolutely love this. So the K9 engine was good. Artmage engine was good. I don't think I would change any of the ratios on either of these engines. I think both of them were perfect. And then for the non-engine, I played 3 copies of Ash Blossom, obviously, 3 copies of the Molchami Fulos, and then the controversial one, I played 3 copies of Imperm and a Call By. The reason why I'm on Imperm over any other hand trap is specifically because your spell and trap count in the deck is low, and so many times I would end up with the field spell without having a spell trap to discard. So just having the Imperm be able to be either a card that you use to interrupt your opponent, or, you know, an end board piece if you set it, or the extra added piece that it can be a discard for the field spell to let you combo, because field spell plus any spell trap is combo, makes the Imperm a much better pick. And honestly, it was fantastic. I played this all day, and every time I resolved it, it was always extremely meaningful. So like, this card is super underrated. Genuinely, very, very strong card, the Imperm. I like it a lot. And then obviously, Ashes for Perulia more than Fua, but with the K9 stuff, Fua does kind of fuck you as well, so I'm playing the Ash for those. And just in general, it's a good card, and Fua is self-explanatory. Call by the Grave also helps you beat Droll, so that's why that's in there, and that's 41 cards in the main deck. Now off to the extra deck. In terms of fusions, you don't play that many, because this is more of a K9 Xyz heavy deck. So these are the fusions that I'm playing. 2 Deactorus, mandatory. 1 Nerva, I summoned this like once or twice. I didn't summon it that much. This card really is just like the fail-safe button. It's like, oh, everything else didn't work? Okay, now I have to make this. But typically, if your hand is good enough or whatever and you're playing well, you rarely have to make it. But it's mandatory. You have to play it. And then the Guardian Chimera, this can be Ilia Sylvia because you do in-engine play a light spellcaster as well as an illusion. So you can make Ilia Sylvia with it. You can also fit Ilia Sylvia instead of other stuff in the extra deck. But it just didn't make the cut. I'd considered it. I went back and forth and decided not to play it just because I didn't feel like it was super necessary. It's only really good against like board breaker strategies to be able to stop like the Evenlies and the stuff like that. So I really thought that just with these 4 fusions, since you don't get the fusion spell that often, it was kind of fine. Guardian Chimera is super generic and easy to make. You can kind of always make it if you have the fusion spell. And it's also good when you go second, being able to make plays. They like try to target, negate your stuff, and you go chain fusion spell, make this, pop 2 cards, draw a card. It's kind of nice. Genuinely, I like it a lot. Then for the canine stuff, I played 1 Ripper. I know 2 is standard. I don't think I ever needed the second. 1 Jax and 1 Werewolf. So it's very self-explanatory. Just the standard canine engine. Don't need more than that. Then for the other rank 5 stuff, I'm playing the Nash Knight package with the C104 package. This is really good in this deck, specifically because if you do the Noroi combo, typically you're going to go for the Saryuja if you don't already have your Artmage combo. If you have your Artmage combo in your hand on top of the other stuff, instead of going for Saryuja, you go for this. You go Umbral Horror Masquerade to pop your Case for K9 to get your K9 quick play spell, and then you just have a monster negate that rips and halves your opponent's life points. I summoned this card twice today. Both times I summoned this card, I was going second. I summoned this into Draco Tail to pop Flame to then go field spell, continuous spell, get Medius, and combo. Like, genuinely, this was MST more than anything today, and I wouldn't cut it. Genuinely, this was what I was considering cutting, was this engine to play like Ilya Sylvia and some extra stuff or whatever, play like a Valon. But I decided, fuck it, I'm going to go with this. It felt good in testing, and it worked out. Genuinely, Nash Knight is a house, bro. This card is so good. So good. When you draw a Zuna on the opponent's turn, insane. Then I played the Quinkery. This is the other rank 5 you have to play. This is for the 1-card Noroi combo. If you play the Quinkery, if you go normal summon Noroi, you're able to go Noroi into Ripper Saryuja without playing into Droll, but you need the Quinkery. I can show the combo at the end of the deck profile if you want. Then the 1 Typhon. This is the generic stuff. The 1 Typhon, the 1 SP, and the Saryuja. These are super self-explanatory. This draws you engine. This is just generic stuff that helps bail you out of situations. This won me a game. Typhon win rate went up, which is crazy. That never happens. Insane. Then off to the side deck. The side deck is actually quite standard. Just 3 Droll and Logbird, good card. 3 Ghost Bell, also good card. I put these in exclusively pretty much into Draco Tail. Sometimes it comes in against Yumi, against Mitsu as well. Perulia, good card in general. Nibiru, I know that you guys don't like this art. This art is awesome. This art is the best. And then the last 3 spots were a little up for debate. I was like, am I going to see a lot of Lunalight, a lot of Malice? I didn't play against either, thankfully, because instead I decided to play a Black Goat, Laughs, a Solemn Judgment, and Anti-Spell. Cringe Floodgate, we don't talk about this one. Solemn Judgment is just broken. Black Goat Laughs is the 3rd spot. Now, the reason why I was playing those 3 is because going first, you just cut the Fuas. You just have to cut the Fualoses because they don't do anything going first. And into some matchups, you can play the hand traps, but I specifically just wanted 3 good cards that are nice to draw. And the thing with Black Goat Laughs, like the Imperm theory, with the Black Goat Laughs, what you can do is you can pitch it off the field spell. If you have just the field spell and this is your only spell trap, you can pitch it and it's still live as a disruption, which is really good. So that's the whole deck profile. That's literally the whole deck profile. 9 rounds, I lost round 8 to Draco Tail. And when I say I lost to Draco Tail, my game 1, I went first and I opened triple Fua, Imperm, and then a Roy, and my Saryuja drew me no Artmage cards. So I only lost because, no, I'm not going to say that. I played against Luka Kovac. He got second at the regional. He kicked some ass. Dude's insane at the game. But I lost less so because he played significantly better than me. He played very well, mind you. But I lost primarily because I just didn't have access to as many tools as he did. But in general, when this deck is allowed to play, it is an absolute house. For the first, I think I was telling Ryan, I think for the first 6 rounds, I didn't drop a game. I 2-0'd everyone. It was nuts. And then I lost 1 game in round 7, and then I lost to Luca in top 8, in round 8. So I lost 1 match and then lost 1 other duel the entire day. Absolutely insane. Won this lovely, beautiful playmat. Won this beautiful deck box. And honestly, it was freaking awesome, dude. It was so cool. I can show you guys the combo. You guys want to see the 1-card Noroi combo? I'll show you guys the 1-card Noroi combo. Let me grab this. We'll do this one off the cuff real quick. If you open Noroi and you want to play around Droll, all right, you go normal summon the Noroi. Noroi effect is going to summon you the Jokul. You don't activate Jokul. You overlay for Ripper. Frame 1. you overlay for the Ripper here because this is how you play around Droll and Lockbird, right? So you overlay for the Ripper, you activate the effect of Ripper, specifically detaching the Jokel, right? And then with the Ripper, you're going to be grabbing your Lantern, which is somewhere in here. Grab the Lantern, you go Lantern, summon itself, summon the Jokel, and then you can activate both their effects, this to add a monster, this to add a spell. So with the spell add, you're going to grab your Case for Canine. With the monster add, you specifically grab Izuna. This is very important. You activate the Case for Canine to search you a canine name, and the canine name you're going to search is another Jokel. So here you're going to go Jokel, summon itself, and the Izuna. And this is where the Quinkery comes in. When you summon the Izuna, you use the effect, and with the Izuna, you're going to dump another Noroi to your grave. And then you overlay the Quinkery, because like I said, we're making Saryuja, and Saryuja needs 4 different names. So here you make the Princess Quinkery, and with Quinkery, you're going to detach 1 to revive this Noroi. And now you'll notice here you have Jokel, 4 different names. You get to go Noroi, send this to look at their hand so you know if they have any hand traps, and then you link all 4 of these together in order to make a Saryuja. This is very standard. If you're playing a canine deck, you know this. So this is just a standard way that you do it off of just a single Noroi. And then with the 4 cards you have in your hand, and the 4 cards you're drawing off Saryuja, if you have access to the Artmage field spell, which you get access through freaking everything, man, you can like straight draw the field spell, you can straight draw like these spells, all this stuff. If you draw any of the spells plus Graph Layer, it gets to it. If you draw Medius, you get to it. If you draw the Assault, you get to it. Like there's just like 13 or 14 cards that get you the field spell. If you draw into the field spell plus any spell trap with the Saryuja, in those 8 cards that you have, you are full boarding. You're ending on the Ripper. You're turning this into an SP. You have Deactorus, Finmel, Littera, and Graph Layer. You have the whole thing, and this is all off of 1 normal summon Noroi. It's absolutely insane. So with that being said, my voice is absolutely shot. It is what it is. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. This deck is my baby. I'm very emotional that I won. I still don't think it's real, but it is real. I can't believe it. And I have only you guys to thank. Thank you guys so much for supporting. Thank you guys so much for watching. And it means so much that you guys care about my stupid, silly little pet decks. So with that being said, we won the regional. Not me. We won the regional. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!
Also, Kevin's a humble guy. He won't tell you, but he also got second at the last Toronto Regional.
I did. I got second at the last Toronto Regional.
Now we got first, both of which with the Rogue Fusion deck.
Yeah. I was playing Melodious last time, got second place, and this time Artmage got first.
You gotta respect it.
Dude, I'm so happy, man. I'm so happy, bro.
Well done.
But yeah, I mean, hey, Ryan, take it away. Let him know.
Kevin, you're the best.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all. Bye.